Hello, world, and all of you new people to global, except I guess we're all global now. That's the secret. All right, Spoot for Misery Gaming. We have merged. We are all one now. The Singularity has begun. At any moment, I may understand some Vietnamese. I'm lying. I wish I could, though. That would be really cool. I should probably pick up another language. Anyway, we have international/global has become one. We are now all the same thing. The game came up pretty much when they said it would, and we didn't have to have any further maintenance, which I think everybody was pretty wild about. That was definitely surprising. I know Tachi about shot blood out of his eyes when it happened, so that was pretty funny. So, a couple of intrinsic things to go over first, a couple of changes that are important, a couple of things you need to know about pretty much immediately. So we'll take these one at a time. As far as the Conquest and gears and all that stuff, I'll go ahead and do gears in this one, and I'll cover the Conquest separately. Metal Shop I have coming up, and then the SP Colo, I think I'm gonna get me and Tachi to sit down and talk about it, or Zant if he's available. So, first things first, let's hit the notices, because there's a little bit of a lot going on. So, server integration campaign. This runs through February 1st. They want you to have full teams of 15. So this is encouraging people to get in guilds, even if they were kind of flying Merc for a little bit. So 8 to 11 guild members, you get 50 crystals within the first 3 days. 12 guild members, it's 100. And then if everybody logs in for 3+ days, we get an additional 50. Overall, this ends up being quite a bit, because it's 100 per member, apparently. So it's like 1,500 crystals total, I believe, is what you can make, just on the login bonus. Coliseum SP is coming. We're going to play with that later. I'm going to make a bigger video about it. Not a big deal. Echoes of Twilight's on. End of a Dreary World is on. We have the book is back for Twilight Crystals. Infinite Gears is a new thing, so we'll get over that. Actually, we'll just do Infinite Gears now. We'll cover as much as we can in this video, and we'll see what happens. So, Infinite Gears is a new one-shot, easy mode resource level. So, you have to get a key of Infinite Gears, which I'll show you where it is in a second. You get them by doing Key of Infinite Gears missions. I haven't seen any that have popped up yet, but they do exist. So, here are the clear rewards. Pretty much period. Like, you get this just from doing it, which is wild. Like, per one of these, you should be getting a level. So maxing these out is the best way to catch up currently. I'm hoping they start doing double purification XP over weekends pretty soon. Especially if we end up getting any new players for the collab, because it's a lot, but things could always be a little more accelerated. So that is the Infinite Gears, and I'll show you that in a second. We do have, it is official, it is now 7.0, it is mandatory to update. I believe that was as a couple of days ago, though. Yeah, that was as of the 25th, so not a huge deal there. Alright, so let's go look at Infinite Gears real quickly. So you gotta go into Restricted, you'll go into here, if you have a key, you can pop it open and you get one run on it. And this pretty much just tells you the same thing I already told you. That is a ton of rewards, though. You can only clear it once per key. You don't get to use drop vials on it. Remember that. That's very important. You can't double these things. Which sucks, but it's whatever. It's not a huge problem. So that is what it is. So the Conquest that's going on is... Let's go back to notices and I'll show it to you. I believe it's Surtur right now. Yep. So you're going to want water weapons with magic attack because his physical defense is through the roof. He buffs the shit out of himself in the beginning. If you keep his buffs above 10, he's gonna hit you like an absolute dump truck. So don't do that. This is another high difficulty 1. He guarantees drops on verse 3, but you can get him to max limit break. His ability is okay. It greatly increases physical defense of surviving allies in the Vanguard. So essentially it's like Crab or Library Wisp. Although I guess technically, since it says surviving allies and not everybody, yeah, because it's false robustness, so it's a different name for the ability. So you can double up on these if you're running up against a physical team. I don't know how useful that is overall, but it's fine. It's okay to have. And you get cores for them to update. All right, let's see if there is anything else in here. Really just the team event. I'm only about 5 minutes in, so let's go ahead and take a look. Also, you're getting, I believe it's 60 per login right now. Where was it? It's one of the campaigns that's going on, and I don't think it's going to be up here at the front. Yeah, I guess they don't have it. So there's also server integration missions, which are exactly where you think they are. So you go to event, you do server integration missions, you get 300 crystals for fighting in the Coliseum for 3 days. So there are other ones that give you 2 weapons, SR weapons out of it. I don't know how particularly good they are, although I can look at them. But these are, you'll have these done. Like the Coliseum's the only one that's kind of time gated because you have to do Colo for 3 days, so it's not too bad. But 300 crystals is a pull, so just doing that. So altogether, just off of the logins and the generic missions you're going to pull out, you're almost at 2,000 crystals, which is pretty good. Like, you're well over 1,600, so, you know, joy to that. I'm all about free currency. It's definitely a good look. Let me see if I have the 2... Yep, here they are. So I've got the sword. And is that the hammer that I got? It might be. It looks like it. So you get Inferno of Leeching, Dauntless Courage 1 weapon for a hammer, which isn't too bad. And then I don't know what the sword is. P-Attack Support, Gale of Destruction 3, so not as good. Total stat points aren't like the worst thing, but free weapons are free weapons. For free-to-plays, it's amazing. For everybody else, you know, it's whatever. Let's cycle through these. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Vials and crystals are on sale, so it is what it is. All right. So we're going to do the co-op event coverage here. So this is going to be what everybody's going to be working on for the next week. It's got a medal exchange. It's got the event. So it's got your individual rewards. They're pretty much the same every time. Do your guild runs, make sure everybody gets up. To do the missions for these, the easiest way to do it is to run through the co-op missions on normal and hard, because usually that's about 15,000 a piece, give or take, because they can change them. But it is what it is. They're pretty good. Metal exchange is exactly what you think. It's got crystals in it. It's got a weapon that you can put in to get a slight bonus. Cog Golem is not great. It's just... It's a 200 cost flat defense buff. So, like, if you don't have something better, I guess he's fine, since you can max limit break him, but he's not great. So empty out your Colo gems, your support gems, get everything. Like, most people will probably be emptying this shop out. It's actually got some pretty decent Arcanas in it, which is weird because I actually own a lot of these. So it's definitely odd. So go through those and figure out the ones that you like. So this one gives MDef on level 12 and projectile 20% as a gunner. So that may actually be something if you have it. Gretel's PDef, Blade plus 20. Snow White Cleric is staff 20%, HP 200, which is fine. Breaker's another 200 PDef. So if you're looking for class stats, these are pretty much free Arcanas that are worth having. So that's definitely something that's exciting. Arcanas are always pretty high if you have the classes, but that's pretty much it. That's what we have going. We don't have any more information on the Slime collab, so we don't really know what's going on there. I will have more info on the SP campaign and the other changes. I do want to show you the time slots. So they have changed. So what used to be time slot 4 is now time slot 6, and vice versa. So like we start at, for me, it's 10 a.m. and they go to 9 a.m. the next day. So there's a little bit of, after, I guess 8 p.m. they're every hour for 4 hours. And then for the first 3 hours of the day, 7, 8, and 9 a.m. These are all in Eastern time. I have the link. I'll put the link for the Google Doc that has everything broken down by UTCs in the description so you guys can have it. It's not worth me bringing it up just because I would rather you guys just look at it and understand what's going on. So these are Eastern US North American times. So time slot 4 is now time slot 6, for example, which is a little different. I like that it adds a couple more morning slots because, you know, the Asian servers don't necessarily get to swing quite as early or late, so those will help out a whole lot. It's pretty cool overall. I like the time slot expansion. I will be leaving that Google Doc link in the description. So, all are one. How are you guys liking it so far? It seems like everybody has been doing all right. We finally got our Calo guild. We're going up against Noesk tonight. Looks like we'll probably win it. We've got 170k on them. So it's essentially just an extra player. Earlier in the day, they had a little bit of an issue because the matching wasn't working, so Calo was a little broken. It seems to be fixed now. Everybody has had their Calo match for the first shot. So what are you guys thinking? Are you liking it? There's a ton more people in the official Sino and in Sino Snow. So if you guys are still recruiting, if you want to fill up your guilds, if you're looking for better talent, if you just even want to shift where you want to be in competitiveness, there are opportunities for everybody. It is going crazy. So that's it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what's going on. Are you looking for people? Keep posting about it. If I can help out, I will probably do my best to try. I can't promise results, but I will attempt. So, all right, if you guys need anything else, leave me messages. Tell me what's going on. How are you liking it? Look for the new... there's not much to be in the updated metal guide, but since we have Grand Calo Shop up pretty much 24/7 now, I will be giving a short overview on that and sort of the infinite weapons. But expect a couple of videos this week that'll be decent. So, all right, talk to you guys later.